just moving reports that there was no interference, and Mike Pence the response. There was an extremely large wedding that occurred last night in the Belz Hasidus in Jerusalem, where they had tens of thousands of people witnessing the wedding of the grandson of the current Belz Rebbe. He married someone from the Ger dynasty, which is a different rival Hasidus. They even had the main part of the wedding in Teddy Stadium, I believe, which seats close to 20,000 people, I think. So it was pretty amazing for Belzer Hasidim. Listen, I'm not a big proponent of Hasidus in general, but I will say this one nice thing about Hasidus is that when the leader of the Hasidus makes a wedding, everyone is invited and almost everybody comes. The loyalty of the Hasidim to their leader, to their Rebbe, is something truly extraordinary. Saudi Arabia announced yesterday that they're cutting production by 1 million barrels of oil a day starting in July. This is the third time in the last 8 or 9 months that they've done this. Prices did not spike significantly in the first two times, but it's unclear whether prices of gasoline in America will be significantly raised after this cut. If they are raised, and there is tremendous inflation in the gasoline, and people have to pay extra for their cars, people really feel it at the gas pump, and they'll feel even more deeply what Joe Biden did at the beginning of his term about cutting the Keystone pipeline and basically depriving the United States of being self-sufficient in oil, which they were under Donald Trump. I don't know what's going to happen, but if prices do go significantly up, it will really affect Joe Biden's chances in 2024. Rangers ace Jacob Grom will be heading for Tommy John surgery. This is his second Tommy John surgery that he's going to undergo. Surprisingly, the Rangers, who have been pretty awful in the past couple of years, are at 39-20, first place in the AL West, one of the second best record in Major League Baseball. People question the Rangers signing Jacob deGrom for a 5-year contract. He's had numerous health issues as part of the New York Mets for the last couple of years. It had to do with his elbow, which they're actually now going to repair through Tommy John surgery. It is worth to be noted that they have a special clause in his contract that if he did go through Tommy John surgery, they'd actually be able to obtain him for an additional year, which I think is fair. I think he's only 34 years old. I think Jacob deGrom will come back better. I believe still the Mets should have kept him. They got Justin Verlander, who was also injured this season, and he's only going to be good for 1 year. There have been numerous lawsuits leveled against Google, antitrust lawsuits over the past couple of years, basically saying they have a monopoly over, the search engine business, which they do currently. There was actually a ruling yesterday which sent a ruling from the court in New York, the judicial court in New York, back to Texas, where it's more likely that they will probably find Google guilty of antitrust laws. I really think now, with the emergence of ChatGPT and artificial intelligence, it's becoming a lot more competitive. For many years, people thought Google would never, ever lose their monopoly on the search engine business. They also own YouTube and Android. But it's becoming very clear. Microsoft's stock has surged in the past couple of months due to its acquisition of GPT for its search engine. So I think the antitrust will go away by itself in the coming years. I saw a really interesting video which documented the Jews' not only success in business. It's well known Jews are successful in business. A lot of the richest people in the world are Jews, but also Jews do really well in academics. And proof to this is that out of every year, proof to this is every year Nobel Prizes are awarded for 4 sciences. And out of the last 609 prizes, Jews have accounted for 25%. Now, Jews only make up, are only 15 million Jews in the world out of 7 billion or 8 billion people in the world. In contrast with this is the Muslim population, 1.3 billion Muslims in the world, about 1/5 of the world population. They have only, in the same time span, has only won 3 out of 609 prizes, basically 0.5%. So Jews are not just good in business, they're good in academics also.